Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
Are you ready?
Oh, Peeps, what's going on? Let's start Monday off with some Derrick Rose talk, because what better way to start the week than with one of my favorite players in the league and one of my favorite Pistons to watch the last 20 years. Derrick Rose, man. There's been a lot of conversation going on right now amongst NBA analysts, people on Twitter, which you always got to take that with a grain of salt. But it's where I spend a majority of my time. A lot of people are talking about, is Derrick Rose a candidate for Sixth Man of the Year? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, he's a candidate, and will he win it? I don't know. Derrick Rose played 50 games this year. He started 15, so if the math is correct, that's about 35 games coming off the bench, where he averaged 18 points, 5 assists, shot the ball at a high clip, and played very, very well for the Detroit Pistons. Like I said, one of his better years since his MVP days, one of his most efficient seasons of recent memory since his MVP days. Like I said, the last 2 years between his first year in Detroit and his last year in Minnesota, he really had comeback years. Is it enough to win Sixth Man of the Year? Probably not. If I'm being real with you, he played great, but you go, NBA does a lot of these award systems outside of Rookie of the Year based on wins. Like, they're going to boil down the MVP race. I think it's really between LeBron and Giannis, because they have the best records in the NBA. A lot of people are going to say James Harden's in the category, but they're going to look at, like, James Harden didn't have enough wins compared to LeBron or Giannis. Am I saying that's right or that's fair? No, I'm not, but it's how the NBA does it. They do that with all-star voting as well, and the Pistons are a non-playoff team, one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference. It's not Derrick Rose's fault. It's not, but that's going to play a factor in it, and he did start 15 games where he played very well. Man, this is tough, man. Should he be a candidate? Yes, he should be a candidate. Do I think he's going to win it? Probably not. I don't know who they're going to give it to, but I think that Lou Will has to be a strong favorite candidate. Again, I would love Derrick Rose to get it. I really would. It would mean a lot for him to get another award, just from recognition from the league, from the players, from the fans, that he is working his tail off. He was selected to the All-Star Skills Challenge, but he was banged up by then, so he didn't really want to do it, which it would have been awesome to see Derrick Rose go back to Chicago for an All-Star activity and participate, you know. Like I said, he had a great year. Fantastic year. I think he'll have better production next year, because the Pistons need to go out and sign a point guard, draft a point guard, do whatever to help take some of the pressure off of him. But that's next year. This is this year. I really wish there was a comeback player of the year award in the NBA, because I think he'd almost be a shoo-in for that. We have most improved, which no one Pistons is going to be in that one. Maybe Christian would, but he didn't play enough. You know, I think that's one to Bam Adebayo. There really needs to be a comeback player of the year award, because last season I think that could have been a Blake Griffin type category, and this year that could have been a Derrick Rose type category. Boiled down to the end of the day, he only played 50 games, which is over half of the NBA games. That's actually a pretty good chunk with the shortened season. He will be a candidate. Will he win it? Probably not, unfortunately. I'm looking for him to come out strong next year and really, really be a strong candidate for that next year. This was his expectation going into it from the fans, from me personally, was for him to be a Sixth Man of the Year candidate and potentially win it. And he met every single standard I had of him, and then some. You know, I'm glad Derrick Rose is back. He's going to be effective wherever he plays next year, even if the Pistons trade him. Whoever's going to have him is going to love him. You can't hate Derrick Rose, man. He's got to work so hard to be where he's at now. I am pulling for him, and I hope he does win it, but I just don't know if he did enough to do so. But let me know what you guys think, man. Did Derrick Rose do enough to be a Sixth Man of the Year candidate? Personally, I say yes. Is it enough to win the Sixth Man of the Year? Go ahead and leave that down below. I say no. But I'll go ahead and read all your guys' comments, thoughts, questions, concerns, all that good stuff. Make sure you drop them down below. Instagram, Twitter, DSA numbers, DSA website, all in the description. Be sure to check all that stuff out. And I'll see you guys here tomorrow for the next installment of Detroit Drew. And that's the bottom line, because Double D said so. Peace.